Martyrdöd. Now that's a name that rings bells within the people who are actually into hardcore or hardcore-ish metal. And I guess this new album won't be much of a letdown, considering that Hexhammaren is very much straight in your face with metallic riffs, hardcore-ish attitude, and lots of aggressive beatings. So let's start unboxing this new album. Came out in June. However, I got this late or early June. I'm not exactly sure when this arrived, but around that time. So here we have this jewel case released by Century Media, which is obviously known for more metallic releases. So that is already pretty much guaranteed that this is kind of a metallic release as well. Now, all these songs are pretty much following the kind of a rule set, if you will, use that kind of a name here. That is, there are no weird ass gimmicks or songs that don't fit Martyrdöd's, Martyrdöd, by the way, style. That is very straight in your face kind of stuff. But how come this is related to metal, you might ask, if it's more about hardcore? Well, to be honest, some of these riffs actually are very thrash metalic. Some are more punkish, but it's definitely very metallic album. That also applies to the production, especially the guitar sound, drum sound, and all that stuff. So all in all, being very metallic sounding release. But like I said, it's mostly about this kind of hardcore attitude and not being so much kind of a commercial sound, if you will. Now, basically, there's nothing wrong with the album here. Everything is, like I said, loyal or true to the genre or these rules of the genre, if there are such in the first place. But it's one of those albums that kind of, like the finishing touch in the terms of making some of those songs, not to mention whole album, a little bit more interesting. Now, basically this album is a little bit too lengthy for its own good. That is, if some of these songs were maybe removed and it was more tight, more kind of more impactful, it would probably hit harder. Because now it seems like once you've gotten a few songs, you're pretty much like, okay, that's it. There's everything you need to hear from this band. But then again, if you get a few more songs, and then you're like, okay, this starts to get kind of a repetitive, much like my review some days. So what I'm trying to say here is that this is probably a good album for fans. I mean, the fans who have already been enjoying Martyrdöd's album. But will this actually get new fans? I wouldn't be so convinced. Like I said, basically nothing wrong here, but this is no neck turner. That is one of those albums like, hey, what is that band? Which one is playing on that stage at a festival? Once again, probably a killer band on stage, but will this album be a game changer? Nope, if you ask me, but what do I know? So do yourself a favor, if you're into hardcore or hardcore metallic hardcore, trash vibes and all that stuff, check out those samples and you will soon find out. My recommendation is a little bit so with this one, as you can probably guess already. So there you go with Martyrdöd. Hope you enjoy it. Take